Are you thinking about writing a book and need some inspiration? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to share ideas for 5 books you can write right now. Hi, I'm Carla Green, founder of Clarity Designworks and your book's best friend. My job is to make you look good by making your book look great. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and remember to click the bell so that you'll get notifications of any new content that I post. So now about those book ideas. Today, I'm going to get a little fancy and share my screen with some slides that I prepared to show you some examples about this. First of all, I want you to understand that I'm talking about writing a nonfiction business type book, one that can be viewed as an investment that can lead to other profitable opportunities. And as such, it becomes a marketing tool, which, by the way, means its creation is a marketing expense. Anyway, this type of book has a lot of power. It can open doors, expand your influence, position you as an expert, and grow your business, among other things. But to do that, a book has to look professional. I mean, if you want to make an impact and change the world with your story, you need to show that you have your act together, right? A well-designed book does that for you. And that's where I come in. I connect the dots between a completed manuscript and holding a published bookstore quality book in your hands. But I can't do my work until the writing is done. So here are 5 books you can write right now. The first one I call a tip book. This example is a book I did for 2 trust attorneys that are partners. It's relatively short. They only have 5 tips in their book, and it's about 36 pages long. So this kind of thing can come together really pretty quickly and without a lot of time and effort. It's stuff you already know if this is your business. A compilation book is another type of book you could put together. And this is the one where you don't really do very much writing at all. You put out a request for contributions by others. You have a certain theme for your book. You give them some prompts so that they have a place to start and follow a similar story structure. And then you compile everything into the book so that you, as well as all of the people who submit stories or chapters for your book, are published authors. Repurposed content is a great way to get a book out there into the world. If you have some blog posts or maybe newsletter articles, recompiling those into a book format would be an awesome way to get published. This example here is by a financial advisor client of mine. He wrote a column for his local newspaper for several years. So eventually he decided to compile those columns. He selected the best ones, updated a few that were a little on the older side. We set them out into 5 or 6 main categories, which were the main sections of the book. And lo and behold, he is a published author. A memoir is another approach that you could take, and this is perhaps your life story or your business life story, or maybe how the two are intertwined. This might take a little more effort. It's not something you might not necessarily whip out very quickly, but it would definitely be a great way to leave a legacy by publishing your story and telling people how you got to the place in life that you're at right now. Far and away, the type of book that I help my clients with most often is the system or process book. This is the book that talks about whatever it is that you're an expert at, and it describes your system or your process or your program. This first example is a client who is a book coach, and she basically explains the process of becoming a book coach. It's a course she teaches. She trains people to do what she does so she can help others write. And she put it all into the form of this book so that whether you take her course or you work with her one-on-one or you simply purchase the book, you get all of the details about what she does. I also have this financial advisor client who wrote this book on his process and what he has learned. He's basically writing for other financial advisors, so how he became a success at what he does. In his case, it's a bit of a memoir as well, because he is using a basketball metaphor and tying back to his time when he was a student manager for the University of Indiana basketball team under legendary coach Bob Knight. So he gleaned a lot of wisdom from Coach Knight back in those days that he used going forward in his life as a financial advisor. So that should give you some great ideas for books you can write, different types. If you need any help with that or referrals to editors or book coaches or ghostwriters, please reach out, let me know. And then when you're done with that writing, circle back to me and we'll help you get published. Thanks so much and happy writing.